Hi everyone, my name is Raed Al-Anizi and I'm gonna tell you a story. So, there is a teacher who teaches students the Arabic language. So one day when he came to class, the students were all devastated and frustrated. They all say, Arabic is so hard. How can you expect us to pass? We can't do it because it's so difficult for us, and we can't learn this material. It's so hard. And he said, well, I'll give you, instead of giving you a lesson, I will play a game with you. How's that? They look happy and say, oh, as long as there is no lesson, we're okay. What's the game? So he drew a picture of a chicken inside the bottle, like you can see. I know it's not the best picture in the world, but it's important to get the idea. So this is the chicken, this is the bottle, and the opening is, as you can see, is too small. Okay. So, and he asked them a question. He said, how to take out the chicken from the bottle without breaking the bottle and killing the chicken. So they all look wonder, and they don't know how. And they say, you have to kill the chicken if you want to get it out, or break the bottle. So they start thinking, and I'm gonna let you guess what's the answer for this question. But now I'm gonna say, after a while, they gave up. One of them said, well, tell the person who stuck this chicken inside this bottle to let her out. And the teacher looked to this person and say, that's exactly right. This is correct. And the student said, how come? He said, because when I came to class, you all said that Arabic is hard, we can't pass, it's so difficult for us. You put this chicken inside your brains, inside your bottles. So I can take that chicken from you. By chicken he means the idea of it's hard, it's difficult, and we can pass this. So he said, I can't take this idea from your head and change it. You have to change it yourself. And and my presentation is about positive and negative thinking. Now let me tell you three things that significantly affect your way of thinking, and I call them the three murderers. The first one is comparison. As we all know, comparison is to compare between yourself and other person, or yourself in the past maybe. So let me give you an example. Okay, let's say if I were to compare myself, if I'm like a football player and I want to compare myself with another player, I would always focus on the downsides. I will always focus on the negative things and my weaknesses. I will think that, well, he runs faster than me. Oh, he's better. Oh, he can pass better than me. I'm not good. Maybe you begin to frustrate yourself and give yourself this negative idea. So it's not always the best thing. And I would like to note that only comparison, the only opposite for negative, the only good comparison is to compare between yourself in the present and yourself in the future. Let's say if you have a goal to become this person, and you're right here. So what you need to do to become this, to develop yourself, to evolve. Let's say I have to work on this and this and this to get there. So this is the only good comparison, to compare between yourself and yourself in the future. Secondly, the second murder, I like to call murder because it kills your creativity and your way of thinking. It's always a bad thing. So the second one is blame. So the first moment you start to blame someone, It's like giving your mind a direct order to direct order saying, I don't need you, or you're not exist. Like saying to your mind, to your brain, you're not exist. I don't need you. I just need to blame. I'm victimized by everything, by the circumstances, by everything. Everyone is unjust to me. I blame this. This is the school. It's not because of the teacher. He didn't want me to pass. I don't know why. And this and this. You always find reasons. I'll tell you that. If you want to frustrate yourself, if you want to blame, you'll always find something to blame. So try to avoid that. The third murder that I'd like to talk about is criticism. So we all know criticism is to criticize someone, to focus on someone else's mistakes. Well, if you say like if your friends or anyone in your life, you say you have this wrong, you're not doing this right, and you always criticize them. It's not good in two ways. First one is not good for your relationships, because nobody wants to be criticized. Nobody wants to be criticized, like from anyone. Even if you're my friend, I don't like you to criticize me. Well, I'm doing it. You have to correct me, not just to point out that I'm doing it wrong. So this is bad for your relationships, and secondly, it's bad for your way of thinking, because you think about always the negative things about people around you. You always look for their mistakes. It's not the best thing to do. It's always bad. It's common sense to know, to recognize this bad thing, to avoid it. So finally, I would like to conclude this with the famous quotation of Abraham Lincoln. It says, "People are about as happy as they make up their minds to be." Please take a moment to think about this. It means like happiness comes from within. Everything is a choice. You can choose whatever you want. You can choose to think positively. You can choose to think negatively. You can be an optimist. You can be the negative thing. So thank you all for listening to my presentation. I hope you all enjoy and learn. And I'll be right here to take your questions. Thank you.